Since Austin Matthews has been out with injury, a few Leafs have really stepped up in his absence, and they're the ones you'd expect. Marner, Nylander, Riley. I've really liked Nye's game this season, but I think the most interesting one here has been John Tavares. Here's a guy who relinquishes the seat of Matthews in the offseason, just turned 34 and is in the last year of a deal that pays him $11 million per season. You know what he's been throughout the course of his career. He's been a star, but he had a rough series against the Bruins, and last year in general had some bumps in the road for him. Especially when they announced the captaincy change, there was no shortage of people wondering what 34-year-old Tavares would be like, some calling him straight up washed. Many wondered about him being this team's third line center and having a reduced role, full time anyways, because he did play some third line center last year. And for a guy who never had the quickest boots in a game that's constantly getting faster, you can understand why some are expecting a drop off. So far though, Tavares hasn't gotten that memo. He's been great. I mean, yes, the points have been there, 14 in 15 games and 8 goals, but I love how he's producing. We mentioned how he's never been the quickest. That's not how he's going to succeed. His game is about being an absolute bulldog on the puck. Like his second goal against Winnipeg, the game he got a hat trick in. Ekman-Larsson shoots and this puck's going to go wide, but before the puck's even hit the backboards, 91's already being sandwiched by two Jets players. The way he maneuvers around both of them to shovel this thing home, I love goals like this, man. Sometimes even more than the highlight reelers. And the empty netter against Detroit the other night, yes, it's a bad play by Seider, but again, bulldog, just waiting in the wings. Very important goal to put the game out of reach. That's a big part of these early numbers, man. He's refusing to give up on pucks, and it's really paying off for him. I understand people bringing up the fact that he makes 11 mil versus the level of production, but on the whole, John Tavares as a Toronto Maple Leaf, I think has been a success. He's hovered around a point a game in every year with the Leafs except last year, scored the biggest goal for the team since 2004, was, I think, a good captain for them, and when the deal was signed, I wouldn't be surprised if the Leafs maybe expected that his play would tail off in the last year, like the value you get earlier on in the deal makes up for what you maybe have to live with in the latter part, but again, so far, that hasn't happened. He's given you good value even in the final year as a 34-year-old. Now, can he keep it going? That's the real question. The totals he's on pace for don't seem too outlandish. Is he going to hit them? I'm not so sure, but if he keeps playing the way he's been playing, I don't think it's that far off. Now, if you're expecting him to put up the same type of production or value as the guys who are around his cap hit, you're going to be disappointed. But for where he's at in his career and where quite a few people projected him to be, he's been a really nice bright spot for this team to start the season. That'll do for this one, Leaf fans. Where are you at with Tavares right now? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you're new. I'll see you in the next one.